Hello. I was, wasting my time on reels because we all waste our time on reels, watching reels whenever we have time. So now, I just came out from the gym, not from the gym, but I'm just saying to you, just came out from the kitchen because I had, dinner earlier. This is why, if I talk about the time is 12 a.m. right now, and I was hungry somehow, a little bit I can say. So I went in this kitchen, and then I have some food right now, and while having food, I was listening a podcast which is in English, and I always do the same thing whenever just suppose I'm just riding and I'm just going and I'm just traveling. I use my headphone to listen anything I want to listen in English only. But okay, so now I was just listening, and then I think like, okay, the time has been going, and I didn't even complete my task of the day because it's my 138th day of my English speaking practice, and I am just gaining confidence day by day. Because today, if I talk about the quote, in the morning I went to the court, and there was two matter listed for the day, and I went with my senior in the matter of property, which was related to property, and my senior was arguing in English, and I was just observing at that point of time. Observing what? Observing my senior argument and opposite counsel, you know defense, and I was observing the judge's scenario, what he was just looking, and what he was just observing from the councils, and how they are just defending and offending the clients. So I was just observing, and then after doing that matter, I my senior went to the cafeteria along with us, and then I have cold coffee, and my senior have lunch, and there are two more associates was there, and another one has the lassi, and another one has the mojito. Yes. So we all in the morning, not in the morning exact, but if I talk about the about I am talking about the 11 a.m. in the morning, and after that my senior went away. Not exactly went away, he asked me to come with us in the basement second, because he parked his vehicle at the basement second. So I went with him at his car, and he gave me the file which is listed for tomorrow. So he gave me the file for reading, and I came to my chamber, and after 2 p.m., after lunch, there was matter listed which was mine. So I went to that matter for appearance, and the matter was on argument on charge. And literally I'm just saying to you, the matter was related to 138, and I started arguing only in English. Yes, this is how I am gaining confidence, because I was fumbling. I'm not saying I'm just I say raw and real. I don't pretend like I'm a such kind of confident. I speak like a native. I don't. I make mistakes sometimes, but there was a thing like, if I don't speak here, then with whom I will going to speak? If I want to argue before the court, I'm just preparing myself for arguing in the court. And now I am just not, I am preventing myself to speak in the court in English. Then how can I gain confidence to speak in English? At, you know, if I want to argue in English in the court, and I am just, preventing myself to speak in the court. At that, you know in future, somehow, I have to appear in the court, and I will think like, okay, I should just start speaking now. So I was just thinking, let's start from today. I am not going to wait for the perfection, because no one is perfect in the court. I saw many advocate, and usually I see many advocates who don't have the fluency, but still they are trying, and I respect them a lot, because they are still, trying. Most of the, advocates are thinking in a different way. They think like, okay, why he's trying, he's not, fluent, then why he is trying to speak in English, and why he is arguing in English. English makes impact a lot in the eye of judge. Yes, this is why it is, most important skill you should have if you are just coming into litigation. Because I am a lawyer, this is why I am just saying, and I am gaining, you know step by step, by, practicing with myself on the daily basis. This is why I don't skip any day, and I try many time to speak with my senior as well in the chamber. And my senior, literally, I'm just saying to you, my senior motivate me every time to speak in English. He want to, he says me most of the time, Rohit, just practice with me. If you want to speak in English and you don't have to speak with, just start speaking with me in English. Because I used to, I use so many queries, and I ask so many queries from my senior in my native language, that is Hindi. And he was just saying, instead of asking in Hindi, you should start asking in English. Not only from me, from everyone, if you want to gain fluency. Because without speaking you can't get fluency, and you can't get, motivation, and you can't gain, confidence, if you don't speak with real people. Because making video in, private, because I'm making this video in private, because I'm in the room, so there is no one to hear me, and there is no one to see me. What I'm doing, am I doing really am I doing mistakes in my, sentences? I don't focus on my mistakes. I only focus on creating the meaning, creating the good sentences. I don't use that kind of vocabulary which is complex, which is not, used to Persian. I only use that vocabulary because I don't have even I don't have advanced vocabulary, but I have, so many words, and I can say I have, much advanced vocabulary, but I don't use, because of I don't want to make people search on YouTube. If I am just, saying to you anything in advanced English, if I use any word in my, sentence, and you don't get it, you will going to Google it. I don't want to, do the same. I only want to make my speech as simple as it can be. So this is why. And after doing that, there was a conversation, because there is a senior, I can say, because he's not exactly my senior, but he is senior in experience. This is why I'm just saying to you, because his chamber is next to me. So he came to my office because he is preparing for the upcoming election of the Bar Council of Saket, Bar Association of Saket, not Council of Saket. Sorry for that. Because if I talk about the district court has the association, not the bar, not the, council. This is why he is, he will, contest. I don't know the exact post for which he is preparing for, contesting, but he is preparing for contesting in upcoming election in the Bar Association of Shaket. So we all were, he was just he said to me, for he asked me to click the photo, and I clicked a photo. In the same frame there was around 10 advocates were there. And after that we all were discussing about having something in the evening. So he ordered the soft drinks, or I can see the, yes, I can say the soft drink, because I don't want to exactly name was kind of soft drink I had in the evening today. And we all was saying to that person who is preparing to contest, and we all was saying to him, just pay for that. And he pay for that, and he was just saying, okay, no problem, I will pay for that. And we all had the soft drink. After having soft drink, because I was getting late with my there was so many friend of my senior came to the chamber. This is why I was at my chamber around at 7 p.m., because usually I don't work till 7 p.m. at my chamber. I work but not at my chamber, because around at 5 p.m. in the evening I go to gym, and around at 6 p.m. I left from the circuit court and reach at my home. And after getting home, because I am just coming from the gym, so I get starving. So I need to have some food daily, and this is all about till now. I don't want to express each and everything about me, because I live all alone in Delhi, and I live in Delhi all alone. So I cook for myself. I don't have any maid as well. So I cook for myself. It is all about now. So why I don't have any topic to speak on. This is why I am just going to end this video right now. And if you are just willing to gain fluency in English, you can actually get fluency by the thinking about English. If you are just not thinking about English, and if you are not you know trying to speak in English exactly, you will not going to get fluency, because fluency comes through your mouth. If you are not training your mouth with English, how can you speak in a sudden without practice? This is why practice is most important. Even you are doing mistakes, I allow myself to make mistake in English, but this is how I recognize my mistakes, and I improve from my these kinds of video. Okay, at that point of time I did this mistake in this sentences, and this was the mistake about the vocabulary pronunciation, and it could be related to the grammatical mistake. This is how I improve daily. So it is all about till now. I'm just going to getting sleep right now, because I didn't read the book till now. And before going to the bed, I read daily around that I don't even count the pages, but I read daily. So I'm going to read the book, and then I will going to getting sleep. And see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is, if I talk about the day is Thursday tomorrow, and tomorrow is the birthday of Lord Hanumanji. And I am a you know real bhakt, because I don't know what to say in bhakt. This is why I'm just using this Hindi word. I'm a real bhakt of Hanumanji, Lord Hanumanji. So I will definitely going to go to the temple of Hanumanji tomorrow. Bye. See you tomorrow. I think I will make blog or not, but yes, I will share each and everything about tomorrow in the upcoming video. So bye till then, good night.